the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
Dr. Mohammed Amin Adam Anta, a MP for Karaga, or your former finance minister, or your ranking member, finance committee in Parliament. Now, I'll call the Facebook wall or the document about beto. Now, this document a assessment made by the International Monetary Fund, bra omo MET, and Finance Minister Dr. Sh0cks, Bank of Ghana Director Dr. Esiama, and in the can be a woman during an agreement that was to be reached, your friend, a staff level agreement with regards to fourth review program of IMF's $370 million disbursement to Ghana. Now, I say answer na IMF. In fact, ebe ma or might be disbursement, they go through idea or more a friend review of the program. Or more saying she share on the two what the man wono. Sign and she share no call. Indicators say they two what the man and she share. Sign indicators in that here. It is upon all these indicators. And at the International Monetary Fund, ebe say who deserve a further disbursement of another amount of money due to an IMF programmer uwomu ana. Now, already, now the NDC through the finance minister and the president of the republic, Akadia to Ghana for the say this current economy is suffering because it was criminally managed by the then administration under His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. In teachers or my kasem atitia pro apansam. Ya di hwe ye enu nti no Dr. Sh0cks and catch say and some more ka Erichre Ghana for no, they will be vindicated when the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank comes for the fourth review of the program's implementation. The Nyankopon na wotwe ya ena review no course the IMF ejasa document ya mebeken kan dia kire mu. Ti upebia, you can just go to the Facebook wall of Dr. Mohammed Adam Amin Anta. The minority in Parliament and so I make this document available at the Amagana for it to me a kind. So I'm can now omo enfant to and someone NDC a kind of fire economy no say sanity and I sanity. Now the document the IMF in this document has confirmed that Ghana's growth was more robust than they anticipated in 2024. The IMF confirmed that Ghana's economy grew at a 5.7% against a target of 3.1%, which was later revised to a target of 4%. And the International Monetary Fund Ajia tumu se Ghana yenyini fasika sem hono. In fact, ekwani mu sene sede omususu no kra no. Omususu 3.1%. Echire no na omohwe ntutu ya ne hyehyeye ya na His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo ene ne sana hene Dr. Amin Adam de agu akwan mu no. Omo revise the call 4, but 2024 kwa wiye no na etwamu 3.1. Etwamu 4 no omo revise ye no aba do 5.7%. The external sector also exceeded targets on account of the highest gross international reserves accumulated, which stood at $8.9 billion at the end of 2024. Also, IMF emphasized that the financial sector has been stabilized. The annual growth in total assets of the financial sector as at the end of 2024 was 33.8% and total deposits by 28.8%. Similarly, in terms of liquidity, core liquid assets to short-term liabilities grew by 46.3%. The capital market shows similar strong performance with the GSE All Share Index year to date growing by 56.2% by December 2024. Also, the earnings and profitability ratios also show that return on asset before tax recorded an annual growth of 5.4% in December 2023 and 5.9% in December 2024. Whilst return on equity after tax grew at 34.2% in December 2023 and 35.8% in December 2024. Therefore, three important factors of the economy achieved greater successes. That is, the real sector, the external sector, and the financial sector. IMF also alluded that Ghana was on course to achieving debt sustainability on account of the successful restructuring of domestic and external debts done by the previous government. This is because the debt to GDP at the end of 2024 reduced from 82% to 61.8%. IMF, however, expressed concerns about fiscal performance of this current administration, blaming it on accumulated payable loans and inflation which missed the targets for the first quarter of 2025. The staff level agreement by the IMF has confirmed that indeed Ghana's economy was handed over to this current administration with a robust economic system, and that it doesn't support earlier claims by the president that the economy he inherited was run down. And the International Monetary Fund and a day and some kakego I say, and someone Dr. Kesilato Forsen, and someone President John Mahama, a candidate to Ghana for between said the economy has been criminally managed. The economy IC, no. IMF by a fourth review. Yeah, no mujina so. At the rich staff agreement for the disbursement of the $370 million. Every indicator with respect to our economy, every indicator, yeah, papa. This is according to the IMF document. Now, interestingly, a sign of news will say, Finance Minister Dr. Kesilato Forsen say they are not going to do a renegotiation with IMF for an extended program. Obwa. Now, according to the International Monetary Fund, IMF and rejected a renegotiation plea by His Excellency John Mahama and Finance Minister Dr. Kesilato Forsen because, according to the IMF, every single ya omoye edit to hodema omai na eboa ma yesi kasemu apagya no ye ma no broso ye achieve broso enti IMF for sure one debt sustainability ye twam GDP growth ye twam in terms of liquidity asset ye twam in terms of forex reserve ye twam. And according to the IMF, we actually omaya ni sikasam enhyehyɛ ne ntoto ye esikwaso ya epeja. Hence, with fiscal discipline, with respect to how we borrow and how we spend, Ghana is on course to revitalize our economy. And ehun here say ye be sign asiki for a renegotiation and no na IMF gina so ntia the renegotiation process ya na NDC aban led by finance minister person mo ye no IMF na nkasa stop on this what is Dr. Keselato force na baby John no say they are not going to renegotiate for an extended IMF program because omunim diombe amagane sikasema peja oboa sikasema na nkasa enam kwanso a peja dada eno na IMF omu review document ya ne makenkan dia kire mu IMF hwe so enti omu rejected the renegotiation process that was started by Dr. Keselato Forcing and their NDC. Today, IMF Chirim say they've reached a staff level agreement at the IMF executive board level that is going to enable Ghana get $370 million. Yeah, because every single indicator, yeah, almost shared it to Homa the previous government. For GDP growth, for forest reserves, for debt sustainability ratio, ni nyina ban achieve broso. Enunti enei ama Dr. Keselato Force in NDC etumi reach staff level agreement. It means that they didn't do anything significant in this agreement being reached. It is a job that was already done by Dr. Amin Anta and the MPP administration. Now, and she say be na me kind of on debt restructure and no Ghana ha ye hunu nsem akofa bae but say na ye no nsuo e de atwen wo pe tinei say IMF didn't say the say Ghana doesn't need a renegotiation because isi kasem enyina so no e peja na e ko ba bia omo any World Bank here say kwa na e ya na monto bia the previous administration under His Excellency Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo etuye enti so we a new patriotic party ba na so what is NDC ni bi gina ba bi ka say omompa ne force this economy has been criminally managed. This document is there for you to read it aloud for them. Say nyawo na wo twere ye IMF fourth review and omodi deal with this document. Yeah, be kire say His Excellency Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo left a robust economy that is on its way to becoming one of the best in Africa, with all the indicators being positive. That it was a fufu.
Onya obeti radio frequency so about less than 100.
Na etiswa otiswa de ho da no be etiswa be mani nua be man na ayesle mana. And the radio stations the doors in Germany na kakasa na.
And I was see say.
What is what mani nua no so atise na wa be slip. What kind of rubbish is that? What is that
obi akwa the lances legally no. And obetis obeje free nsem.
And only GBC DFS.
Oni ka only GBC.
No adi GTV. Ni ya say adu say o man kro bo hia.
Enti ye ka che Dr. Mahmoud Awumia. Say nyame be na domba de obeba. Na mum oba say ya. Akono say ya.
Oh, da bia me kase.
Eno a.
O man pani mahama ti akonya sui.
So bi anyina adwen say obebu man mo nya so mfaso a to adwen.
Oku
o man pani mahama ba. What the vengeance I will return a buy. And Muguasi Ghana for Gun 2016 no. And one return or the Abba. Yeah. And to be no by so baby papa.
Dabi. Also in any.
Why in any? To obey yet 4 years no baby.
Waku.
Our trailers on the third term now, Professor Millionaire.
Oh, and put them back.
And the other boy and put ye. And you know, Chief Justice now. I won't pay before from you.
Waku. Me yamus semi. I will never be home. Say I'm here against what about maybe a president. A yadia, I was easy. Say, I will see what you will be a dinner. But you know, and free one no. And before I say be you, and I'm making. Now I will be out of the mechano. Australia. At the quarter, Miss Ronnie say, Mene and my beard dinkomo. Ya, my catcher me say. Omodie oma betnefi na nyame ade se totaba me win president ya declare the president we na no ade achi ya office we ni office we omo ko aka chem say mesre mo ade achi ama mo madwuma eye ma
na say bia sida what of bi
ayi da bi say what of this why be ma Miss a man na come to mami ya musemino. O hwe de ekoso oboku ya, kwakuhwe videos a eko. Emema ne kase be kumu di pa ne be say boy ya me yamu nsime kese. But a man to be kase yenyi police for soldier for nyina free ho. Na ye fancy ani a. Na me ma me say road to peace no ending. It me yamu hye but it will happen. Enya dey say obi fence say kwaku me opportunity and there 7 about me earth na se ne adi nkomo say na me ado so win presidency a the first 100 days na me busy na me catch the say wo win ye no catch me say why because emra bia ntia say why ye fa wadwumam 2025 eba be 2028 consider yourself dismissed.
No, I don't know.
I don't know.
What I sack myself.
I sack me.
Who mo be me sack?
Why you from a job say no? Who say you are on going 4-year contract.
That's all.
Which expires on 7th December 2028.
No.
It will be renewed only when NDC and the best with the power. But no say maso.
Some people for no so many mo honya dwuma. Na mo nwini.
All right. How you want to mean radio 95.9 and Movement Television? So now, you're live on Facebook, you're live on YouTube. Nina Movement TV on Facebook, Movement TV on YouTube. Can I say a been pete promo no air custom? Star 256 star 4 hash star 256 star 4 hash. Now, what for number 2? Number 2, you want to me radio. Movement TV Accra number for number 3. Number 3 no a number of ticket episode to about 5 Ghana cedis. Number 4 a umumo pin na odi account on FM and your man so etimi akoso intimi srofa ahushim na yenisa efa emame Ajia Mariam formerly of Jubilee House and pay good morning to you Ajia want so mecha papa anti abin pete promo no ekoso na yenisa yenyina evaluation na yembo yabaso minority leader ni minority group no yemo omabaso adwuma omo ye no anodin na media empire ba ko pe na me body amomo ene enkabom
shemo ha
ene kroye asamba ko pe ye former chairman aha enti empire ba ko pe na me body ama minority group no ene enkabom se enkabom ne kroye ebeba wo mu entem na enkabom ne kroye wo hono mu a adwuma first section yi almost friend sense first
session of the
the
9th parliament
bibi amokano first bibi of the first session
of the first session of the 9th parliament of the 4th republic
there is another one so we need first akwanya no enti first session here for the year no enti there is I say quarter year.
No, person can you
said your ma conduct any name of my year. I said, Oma Kwame, on my year, Juma, Papa. Now, Osahe Kwamina, Alexander for New Markets. Why, Juma? Now, the team Nina, so, Abonichidoma, Aye, Juma, Mama Partinum, another Brenum. Omunina yesi be mudia arejebe boyin ti yesra womo omo ma bibia ntiti omuntem omo ma omo commitment level no enko suruse ya na omunya adwuma se ne nansa omo call Monday no omo call o say Mr. Jesse say first sitting of the first session of the
first sitting of the first meeting of the first session of the 9th parliament
of the 4th
republic.
First sitting the first sitting of the first first session
sitting ba bibi ba na session na
meeting
first sitting of the first meeting of the first session of the 9th parliament of the 4th republic sana mo kan enti
obika mo pay sisi enti brofo akasia ana mo bibiri ani so
mini akwa bo aja printing go fodi o say obi hia no kabro chibru mienu bia no kabro fo shemu ahwini obeso bu kwasia
in fact makwa parliament website na dem ehun ha di enti
okay
or say this is the 41st sitting of the first meeting of the first session of the 9th Parliament of the Republic of Ghana. 41st sitting of the first meeting of the first session of the 9th Parliament of the Republic of Ghana.
That is the fourth republic.
You know, you bought MPs Nabaso. Said your masha CC no. Omunya ne sa no omuntumu nkyere mo. Na MPC omu sori so mo kasa.
Omuntumu nkyere dia sa say.
No, omuntumu
say be what to nkyere. Na say
okay. And you know, oh how there omuntumu nkyere is allowed. Embellishment kakra is okay. And you know, MPs no. Sori so mo kasa. No be say wow bakui MP obeya okudire makwata din koko osore so kasa no be say wow ayi NDC MP sunyani
perfume kama
sunyani isore so kasa no be say
obi say that me say His Excellency the Vice President Professor Jinana Vice about now say His Excellency
enti da bi kwa kandi say
Koko sorry so kasa.
I want to say wall drive now cars 2 bit me di we. Ayi ba ku ya da throw waste. E bo say that throw water. It will say be as koko kasa water dey throw.
Now we
go for sima. We say waste. How we rub glass in them.
And I say yi.
Adi we be see water no.
We say
adire be say
ayi chema untumi kan no ba ko even say. We say twemu power say wow. I feel wow say tro to be a bokkales. We say the ochire bi. Come me twem. Enti no kwakwa sorry so kasa say ya. We say bi say wow. Na sunyani Easter sorry. No na
Mr. Nomini.
Na ayi pusiga sorry.
Ana bo nomini.
I am laughing.
Oba who say ayi friend is saying Professor Nyakonom. Professor Nyakom on ho kwada so me bo na Professor Nyakonom sorry na ye kasa uchimusampa emema wo parliament
Sandam ka say afi ye nyakitiri versus dudu we
we konkruma sorry so wo kasa na
asafo jebu kra e wonu ya no ba ye omo kasa hwe da Dr. Kingsley nya ayi verse
Ajiman scholar secretary
wo kan ma nyi was the bless have said na me ka no omo confidence
na no me MP o sorry say wo kasa na NDC ni o ye you say Mr. Speaker obiem dia
e fa komo
e fa dia enti
kitiri versus dudu we
MPs no omo homodin papa mbo mo homodin enti ona wo stick kan so ye chia
no so sorry so a a friend is mama part and then mommy ahoy boko
mommy enti
but debate no MPP for chairs or mabbi
yeah
MPP for chairs or mabbi see I will say you start here Dr. Amin Adam start here and no hand over baton the ma abno asare and as the castle buy na even a bros asare wo your buy we be for kasa but ahoden mu every data and as the castle so mu what that is the data the bomb kikau na koto pon kwa na keku won koto ye no so mi ready ade bi na me se mote se o kan ya omo ye o ready a omo kan so kan was one
na so
wa kan 2013